She's actually the first person who called me a life coach. We were working together, and people were finding out about it. She was talking about the work we were doing together. Folks were asking me, like, "Hey, I hear you're working with Micha. She's really excited about what you're doing." And she started calling me a life coach. And at first I was really adverse to it because I felt like it gave me way too much power. And I was like, I am not a therapist. Um, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live. And that's what life coaching at the time meant. Like, that was kind of the reputation it had for
Mhm.
me. Um, but at the same time, I also believe in, if somebody feels a way, I can't argue with how she felt, right? So if she felt like I was a life coach, I wasn't going to say, no, you're wrong, even if it did make me uncomfortable. So it really made me sit down and think about, what am I doing here? What are we doing here? And is this a future that I want to continue pursuing? And so from there, I started taking informational interviews with coaches, professional career coaches and life coaches. I had a couple within my network already who I just kind of had some informational phone calls about what their philosophy was, what kind of training they had, what their ideas of what the work could and should look like. And then I began intentionally shaping my relationship with my friend Nietzsche, and started thinking about, okay, well, if I'm going to be intentional about this and I'm really going to take ownership of this word, then I need to make sure that I have a plan, right? So it honestly came out really organically. And then from there, I started taking on more clients pro bono for several years as I was learning more and practicing some of my own exercises and strategies, and really just kind of beta testing what worked for me, what was my style, what kind of folks was I attracting, what kind of help did they consistently need, how could I meet those needs. And then I ended up in higher academia, which is where we met. And that's kind of where the career coaching took um, a heavier part of my time and investment, as I started learning more about how I could take my life coaching and apply it to specific industries to help folks on the back or on the front end of career coaching, right? So kind of built the life coaching balance basis, the intention, the philosophy, and then I really started looking at, okay, well, now how do we start measuring output? How do we start building strategy? And how can I learn and understand how to speak multiple languages in order to be able to diversify the clients that I want to work with?